Let me really quickly look at see who's trying to friend me. Whoomst. Oh, Ren. Okay. Wee. Oh, that was nearly a week ago. Whoops. Start software. Oh wait, I can actually not leave, but exit this and go to the 26th. Yeah. 26 there. Start software. There you go. So that is thunderstorm again. Hi, Big! How are you? Thank you for the subscription with the Prime. Oh my god, it's been so long. Hi. How have you been? Good, and you? I'm doing okie dokie. I did a little bit of biology work today, and then I kind of wrote a list of things that I kind of want to do, and just, you know. Kind of just wrote down stuff of like, what do I really want to do in life? Like, not in the sense of career or job or any of that, because I'm just like, no, I'm just, in a sense, just do what I want to do and what I'm capable of doing. Make money. Yeah! It's like, that's kind of the goal, just make money so that one can live and all that and do all the things that they want to do. But yeah, kind of just like, hehe. I'm someone that just wants to do everything and anything, and yeah. Why the heck not? Really all it is trying to learn and build up the different skills necessary to do a lot of the stuff. Like for example, if you want to be a biologist, you gotta learn everything about biology. That's kind of like, in a sense, kind of simple, just in the sense of like, just learning the material, memorizing everything, and it's kind of the same way of like, just everything requires experience, and the way you get experience is by doing things. And you know what? The best thing to do in life is just do things, because really, if you're not doing something, you're just sitting still and not really accomplishing much. And if you just sit around and all that, then you're just pretty much waiting for death. And half the time, death does not come for everybody, because half the time, life is just like, hey, you need to accomplish something before you get death. So yeah. I feel that, pal. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, I want to do as much as possible. I have diamond paintings, I have cross-stitching, I have video games, I have a lot of different things. And it's like, yes, that's all good and dandy, but a lot of this stuff probably won't be able to make much money. But at the same time, who knows? But I just enjoy it. And kind of something else that I'm like, I never imagined giving up is streaming and just stuff like that. Because, honestly, it's kind of the thing, too, of like, some of, like, YouTube Shorts surprisingly got me to thinking of stuff, and I'm just like, huh, these are actually the few shorts that actually were beneficial. Of just like, well, if you, like, why be famous? Like, for example, like, why be famous? Why do you want to be a famous actor? Why not just be a good actor? Or why do you want to be famous or seek out all these different things that are only temporary and instead go for success. And it's just the thing of like, huh, yeah, I kind of want to be successful in a lot of different things. I don't care if it's a thing of like, for example, on Twitch. Would fame and all that be good? Or like, be pretty nice? Yes, but at the same time, it requires more work. A lot more stuff to worry about, a lot of, just a lot of different things that could affect, like, mentally, honestly. Always trying to put up a character or trying to save face and not actually, like, because something that happens with fame is sometimes you can't say it your, like, outright your full feelings, because you'll then have a very split fan base of people saying, like, you need to apologize about saying these, while others will be like, no, you said the thing that you needed to say and it's perfect, so yeah. I hated streaming because it wasn't me. Yeah. And I just enjoy doing it because, for me, it doesn't necessarily feel like I'm, like, at the very beginning, the reason why I streamed was so that I could get connected with people and make people not feel alone. Because I started streaming when COVID, like, was very rampant. So that's when I started streaming. And then, halfway through it, then, like, as I started getting a following, part of me was like, no, I kind of want to become famous and all that. But that then brought me down a path of being miserable, of, like, I'm constantly checking the stats and seeing what is working, what isn't working, and stuff like this, and half the time wanting to commit to things, and other times not. And now I'm just at a point where I'm like, know what? These streams and any videos that I do from this point on, it's not necessarily a thing to try to get famous with, or any of that. It's more of just like, hey, this is kind of a not personal, but like a diary of sorts. Like, all the different entries that I do, it's more of a thing of saying, I've done this. I've done it, I accomplished it, here is the proof, or the video and all that, and then I'm gonna move on to the next thing. And if people come around and see it, they come around and see it. If not, then I don't care. Because it's like, why worry about things getting seen? Honestly, who freaking cares? Because I have so much more on my plate to do than worry about what other people are gonna think. Oh, that's up to get you. Because the amount of time that I could spend worrying about other people and what they think of me playing certain games or saying certain things, I could instead spend it on trying to advance in different skills. Like, heck, I'll probably learn how to cook a different recipe, or put it into stitching something, or studying, or reading different things. Like, who the hell cares if someone gets offended by something that I say, because there's always going to be someone offended. Literally, I can say white chocolate is the best kind of chocolate, and half of the population will come at me with pitchforks saying that is not chocolate. Or will absolutely come after me because they think dark chocolate is way better, and it's just like, well, can't please them all. Or something that I see in, like, crafting, too, is, like, the war between crocheters and knitters. I honestly don't know what the beef is between them, but apparently, like, crocheters give knitters the side eyes, and knitters give crocheters the side eyes, and I'm just like, well, what is going on? White chocolate is the best. I mean, I used to be a white chocolate lover, but it's not my favorite anymore. My favorite is ruby chocolate. But yeah. And it's really the thing that I'm just constantly having trouble with nowadays, is figuring out how to best manage my time with doing things. Because it's always the thing of, like, I want to cross-stitch, I want to shiny hunt, I want to stream, I want to record a video, I want to play Mustache, I want to play Outlast Trials, I want to study, I want to do all these different things, I want to learn how to cook this recipe, I want to stitch this new piece. And it's always that kind of thing of, like, hee. I want to do everything and anything, but at the same time, time is a concept of thing that holds me back. Literally, there's always a thing of, like, I wish I was immortal. Not because I wish to, like, live or I don't wish to die. It's, I wish to do everything. Like, I want to learn and try to do everything. Like, that, if I had immortality, that is what I would do. Like, I would take pictures, I would archive everything that I've done, every place that I've seen, all the recipes that I recreated from cookbooks and stuff like that, and just, yeah. It's the W mindset. Yeah, because it's literally the thing of, like, everyone has... I wouldn't say everyone has the same opportunities, but at the same time, everyone is playing the game of life. Some people have a crappier hand, some people have a better hand. Some people have, like, were born in a rich family, some were born in poverty. But it's really the thing of, like, how will you make life? Because we're all living the same life. It's just, how do you best manage the resources that you have? Because if you're always in a defeatist mindset, then it's like, well, what? Like, you've already made your life at that point because you're not wanting to do anything. Boop the jelly. No! Don't boop the jelly. But yeah, it's kind of the thing of, like, for example, like, say you're playing League of Legends. I know it's a weird thing, but playing League of Legends, you want to become a pro player. You want to be an esports player. Well, if you always give up, or you're not putting in the amount of time that it actually requires, then you're never going to reach it. And if you don't send applications, you're never going to reach it. And it's always the thing of, like, you need to get out of your own head and, in a sense, live your own life. And if you make mistakes, you make mistakes. Because here's the thing: you don't learn from successes. You learn from failures. Because it's like, the stuff you succeed at, you don't re-look at it and try to relearn everything. You only re-look at things because you failed. I'm excited for tomorrow. What's tomorrow? What's happening tomorrow? But yeah, it's also the thing of, like, say Pokemon, for example. You have a Mega Charizard. You're always winning every match. You just understand that this strategy works. You don't necessarily know why it works, but you're like, I know it defeats everything, and the moment you then get defeated by something, you're like, I don't know why this didn't work. So yeah, Halloween. Oh yeah, Halloween. Yeah, Halloween. But yeah, it's also the thing too of, like just that goes for anything. You've always baked it one way, but don't understand why it actually works. That ends up becoming a stressful situation, because then if something goes haywire, you're like, I don't understand how it actually worked, I just knew it was this way. That Toxel looks like a baby dinosaur and I want it. Here, have a Toxel. It's a poison and electric type. Make sure you don't get poisoned. Yeah, and it's also the other thing too of, like, I don't know, my mindset, I'm both an optimist and a pessimist. I swing between the two. But honestly, it's also just the thing of, like, I just live by the mindset and, I guess, motto of just always have fun. Literally, I can, like, here's the thing. Like, I could, like, if I really wanted to, I could be an actor, voice actor. I could be a musician. I could be an artist. I can be someone that's in business, finance, investment, cybersecurity, biologist, chemist, all these different things. And it's also just the thing of, like, I could be all of that. Like, no one says that you can't, like, just because you become an actor doesn't mean you can't be a chemist. Or just because you're a chemist doesn't mean you can't be an artist, or stuff like that. You're a realist. It's a corgi. Who doesn't love corgis? Yeah! It's a corgi. You're a realist. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty much most accurate. I'm a realist. It's like, hi, hey. Like, who the hell told you you can't do this? Like, really, it's also just another thing, too, of, like, live life however the heck you want, so long as you're not doing anything illegal or you're hurting anyone. So long as you're not doing those other two things, you can do anything you want. You can go skydiving off the Empire State Building. Should that happen? Maybe not, but at the same time, you can. Because that's also something else that I live by too, is you can do everything in life. You can, like, for example, you can murder someone. It's just the thing of, should you? Should it happen? Because it's always the thing of, everything's a possibility. But it's, should that possibility ever happen? Because it's also the main reason why I kind of live like that is, 9-year-old me going to the hospital and finding out I had one kidney. I used to want to play sports and all that, like a lot of contact sports, mainly soccer, but due to the one kidney, when we discovered I had one kidney, it then became the thing of, I could play soccer, I could play football, I could play baseball, I could play all these sports, but should I? Because, due to me only having one kidney, if I got that hurt, there could be some serious repercussions. It could get severely injured, I could die, or like, I may not be able to function as I am now, and it's like, well, what do I do? Do I go with the short satisfaction of, like, hey, it hasn't hurt me yet? Or do I go with the safe route and just say, like, well, that's a loss that I can live with. Like, not necessarily that I can live with, but it's like, well, I can't do this. It's a bummer. But at the same time, it's kind of like dating. Just because you don't get with the one thing that you thought you loved or thought you could do your entire life, it doesn't mean that everything's gone. Just look for the one that's better suited for you. If you don't, then you're just gonna be stuck in a loop, kind of like a paradox. But yeah. Again, just my main problem with life is time. I want to do everything, I want to do anything, I want to watch everything, I want to read everything, I want to stitch everything, I want to play every game. But life will prevent it, because we all have an end. No one is immortal, sadly. At least not that we know of. Yeah, and that's also a thing too, of like, right now I'm kind of proud of everything that I've done so far. Like, cross-stitcher for 7 years, I can even say shiny hunter for like, I honestly don't know, since beginning of middle school or like 4th grade. So 10, 15, maybe, yeah, 10, 15 years. Streamer for 4, cross-stitcher for 7, 4 years of culinary experience, roughly a year in hospitality or like the customer service. It's just always just, yeah. And it's also a thing of like, I have a decent amount of experience with some stuff that is like, I kind of have an understanding of it. Kinda. So yeah. Like, I don't fully remember everything, but it's like piano, guitar, and like one other, steel drums. I've tried snowboarding once. wasn't a big fan of it, but I've had experience with it. That's the one reason why I was just like with snowboarding is the first thing we were learning is how to come to a stop and kind of like fall. And that actually made me extremely anxious because I'm like, I don't want to fall, 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 and it made me think of whenever I tried roller skating, where I actually had to, like, I was using a walker to help me roller skate. Yeah, that helped me not fall forward, but it didn't help me from falling backwards, which is what was happening. And then I stopped because I hit my arm very hard on the ground and I thought I broke it. Or I was like, oh, I was very close to breaking my arm. No, thank you. So yeah. That was not fun. But yeah. Honestly, there's so much I want to do. Everything there's so much I want to do, so much I want to try. But it's always the thing of like, I just don't know how to proceed with a lot of the things, and I want to try to proceed with a lot of the different things and get better at them, and just, yeah. Just have fun. Because honestly, that's also what I just want to do in life. I want to have as much fun as possible. As what is life if it's not fun? Of course, that's not to say I don't get depressed or anything like that. I do have a bit of depression and always doubting myself, but at the same time, it's better to just, you know, stress about some stuff, have fun, get things done that you need to get done, and everything like that. Speaking of stuff like that, today I scheduled advisor appointment for college I will hopefully be attending next year. I am kind of nervous about it because it's the first time I'll be in an in-person college and being in a dorm with maybe a roommate or a few. And that's also another thing too of like, I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know in the sense of and I know it's kind of weird to say, but in the sense of content creation and streaming and stuff like that, because that is kind of the things that I'm just like, I enjoy the most. I want to constantly do it, because, I don't know. It makes me feel like I have purpose. Like, it makes me feel like I don't have to choose one thing, I can just do whatever the heck I feel like doing. Of course, I know it doesn't really benefit in the long run as of now, but at the same time, possibility and probability could change things. Like, who knows? One thing that I do know is I'm not giving up, and I just can't give up, or shouldn't ever give up on anything, because the moment I do, that's when I start becoming depressed and upset. But also at the same time, I am that kind of person that is extremely stubborn to where I do not wish to give up on anything. Like, if quizzes and tests and all that at schools would allow it, I am the kind of person that will either brute force it or go as many times as possible till I, like, get the 100% and actually learn. Because I'm someone that just really wants to learn from mistakes. It's like, cool, I know this. Like, saying that I know all the material, but at the same time I'm like, but what do I not know? I would rather know what I don't know than know what I do know. And other times I'm like, no, I prefer the opposite. But yeah, honestly, don't know. I just scared of doing as much as possible. And of course, there's, like, something to have in life too is, like, long-term goals. Do I have some? Sure. Sure. One of them, and I keep harping on it, and I'm like, I need to work on it though, is I truly wish, hope, and want the largest cross-stitch collection. Whether it's the world's largest, or just largest in general. And it's just like, I genuinely wish for that. But I do know that requires a lot of time and effort and stitching and all that. And it's something that just can't, poof. It can't just miraculously come into the air or stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I just want to collect so much. I want to collect, I want to do, I want to get things done. And of course, something else that's like, I do plan on doing, like, especially whenever it's like, comes later in life when it's like job, apartment, and stuff like that. The one thing I will constantly do is invest in stuff too. And honestly try to learn more about like investments, the economy, economists, and what best to do with money in the long term. Because I'm also just like, as I speak of like, I want to do everything and anything and all that, at the same time I'm like, but I don't wish for much. Like I don't know. It's a thing of like, I'm just happy to have what I have, because I know it will last me for a long time. Like all the threads, fabric, games, everything that I have right now, it's like, it's gonna last me a good while, so I don't need anything new. Why wish for more new stuff when I already have a ton that I can do? So yeah. Like again, these Pokemon games, they can last a whole heck of a lot of time, because it's like individual shiny hunts. Individual shiny hunts, Pokemon challenges, challenge runs, speed runs, and stuff like that. And it's like, there are so many things that can get done. And also, speaking of speed runs, that's also something I've kind of picked up once again. First, for anyone that was here a few days ago, I did the full book run of Coloring Game 2, which was kind of insane. So yeah. And like, I kind of want to do a lot of other runs for things too. Like one game called Clap Clap, which tends to have a quick speed. Like it's a quick game to speedrun and all that. And the different kind of categories and stuff like that, and it looks so fun to do. I just want to do it. I can, like, and here's the thing, I can get it done very quickly. I can get those runs done so that I can just be like, you know what? One, done. There we go. Merry Christmas. I don't know. I kind of want to stop with the mindset, too, of, like, what I've had for a long time is, like, I just want to do things to eliminate them out of the pool of possibility, because even though still kind of want to do that. At the same time, it's like, I look at some of the games and I see that they have speedruns, or I look at Pokemon and I'm like, there's so many different shiny hunts that can happen in here, or different challenges, that it's, at this point, it's like, what's the point of trying to get things fully finished when I know I'm going to play them again another day? Because that's kind of what's happened with, like, the coloring games, too. Like, Coloring Game 1, 2, 3, 4, Coloring Pixels, Pixel Art Coloring Book, Coloring Game City. It's always the thing of, like, I say I'm gonna finish them and be done with it, and then I end up going back to it because I'm just like, you know what, I feel like archiving it, or I feel like streaming it, or I feel like doing speedruns of it, or I just want to do it again, even though I don't really actually want to do it again, because I always feel worn out, because I'm like, this is the 5th time I'm doing this page! Huh. But at the same time, it's just like, well, who the heck cares? You can do whatever the heck you want, how many times. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just always... I don't know. No need to worry about anything. Or, well, there's stuff to be worried about, but it's like... There's no point in stressing. Because once you start stressing, you start regretting. And once you start regretting, you start thinking of the past. And once you think of the past, you think of everything that you can change, instead of everything that you should probably try to do. And it's just, yeah, I honestly don't know. It's just weird. Like, I don't know. I just wanna, like, do whatever the heck I want to do. Kind of go at the beat of my own tune, without much worry of, like, having to follow what other people are doing. Because it's like, I could kind of care less what other people think or do, so long as it doesn't hurt me and it doesn't hurt them. Because again, I'm gonna live my life and do whatever the heck I want. And everybody else can live their own life and do whatever the heck they want. And that's that. Yeah, I guess it's just the thing of like, I just don't want to be tied down to anything. I don't want to be tied down to anything, any place, anyone. In the sense of like, feeling like I'm gonna get held back. Or like, I'm not gonna enjoy everything that I truly love to do. And I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to say iffy with relationships and all that, but I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just someone that genuinely cares about everyone and anything. The moment I put myself into just going with like one person or something like that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm committing myself to that person every single day of my life, and I'm not gonna give that same consideration to everyone else. But then I'll start, I don't know, feeling stressed because I'm like, I want to show the same level of appreciation to everyone else. I don't know. It's just weird, and I can't necessarily explain it. For me, I'm just like, I just want to be happy, and I want to make others happy. That's it. That's all I care about. And it's really the thing of like, if it means like doing that way but remaining single, or not having like a relationship, I'm like, you know what? It'll be what it is. Like, just because I'm not going to be in a relationship or married or any of that to anyone, doesn't mean that I can't be happy with the people I'm connected with. I can give them the same amount of affection and stuff like that. And just be happy. Be happy with them all. Also, for anyone that is going to watch this in the future or is currently questioning and stuff like that, quick preference, I am not poly. No. For people that are in a poly relationship, cool. You deserve all the love, and I hope they're giving the same amount of love to each and every one of your partners and all that, so heck yeah. Yeah, I'm just like, I just want to make sure everyone's okay. Everybody's happy, everything's good, and all that. But it's not to say that I never thought of like the idea of like getting in a relationship or any of that. Heck, I've spent quite a lot of time daydreaming about stuff like that. To be honest, I've spent so much time daydreaming about finding the one that I would truly love and want to be in a relationship with. But it's also at the same time of just like, it's the thought of like, it would be nice, but at the same time, am I just thinking that because that's what happens to everyone else? Is it what I truly want, or is it something that I'm telling myself, kind of thing? You know? And it's kind of the thing too of like, not everyone's life's gonna be the same, or it's just, yeah. Like, I'm just gonna do what the heck I do. And again, if it means that I'm gonna remain a single Pringle for the rest of my life, so be it. It'll be way better than trying to figure out why I can't find love, or why I can't find the perfect somebody. Or always stressing about being like, I wish to be in a relationship, but I can't find anyone that I can truly do that, because it's like, honestly, there's so much to life that love is just one of the factors. Like, heck, some of the times people are stressed once they find love because then they realize, oh, heck, I do love this person, but at the same time, I kind of want to be alone and single now. But at the same time, I don't want to get a divorce, or I don't want to break up and stuff like that. And it's just like, know what? What the heck? Like, I don't know. I find it odd for people that end up in situations like that. Like, half the time it's like, they still love the person, but they don't want to be in a relationship anymore. It's like, you can still love the person, but you don't have to be tied. I know tied down is kind of strong wording to use, but at the same time, it's like, you don't have to feel obligated for that sort of stuff. Like, if you truly feel like it's the best for you, do what's best for you. And again, always keep in mind of how the other person, like, person's life is going and stuff like that, but at the same time, worry about yourself first. Because if you worry about everybody else, then you're not worrying about yourself or making sure that you are okay. And you know what everybody else isn't? They aren't you. And because they aren't you, they can't tell you what to, what is best for you. Aside from a doctor, psychiatrist, or anybody that is actually talking about your health, your well-being, and your mentality. But if someone's giving you their 2 cents about what they think you should or shouldn't do, it's like, well, you can keep it into consideration, but is it really what you want, kind of thing. Kind of like that, like when you're getting married into your future husband/wife's family, and the, mother-in-law is deciding to always comment about stuff, being like, oh, well, this wedding dress is kind of too showy, or it's too glittery, or it's got too much lace. It's like, well, I can keep those in mind, take the criticism that they're giving, but then see what you actually like. Because the moment that they start doing that, you're not doing what you want to do, or what makes you happy. Because here's the thing, you can't impress everyone. No one's going to be fully impressed with you. If you wish for that to happen, for everyone to be impressed with you, I'm sorry, but that's never happening. I do apologize. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier, of, like, you can say white chocolate is your most favorite, and you'll have so many people come at you and say you're a disgusting human being for liking white chocolate. Same if you say you love dark chocolate. There are going to be people that say you are disgusting for liking this, or that it's disgusting that you even said this, because those people have different tastes, they have different preferences, they have different personalities and different backgrounds. And it's just like, no, what? Screw those people. Screw them. If they start impeding on your happiness, that's when you're just like, okay, move on. Thank you. Next. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Just again, thank you for your opinion. However, I will most likely not use it for myself because it does not actually benefit me in any sort of way. What you think is right is actually a wrong for me, and vice versa. What might be right for me is a wrong for you. But yeah, and it's also something else that it's like, something that I listened to a song where it's like, the beginning of it is just saying, like, it's creepy to be liked by everyone in the world, where it's like, yeah, it kind of is. The moment everyone starts liking you, no one's willing to criticize you. No one's willing to tell you, hey, this is a bad idea. Everybody would rather try to please you and make sure your ideas are good ideas, even if they're not. They'd rather back you up than give you the harsh reality of saying, hey, this sucks. Which again, just, yeah, we need those people. We need some of those people telling us, hey, maybe you should reconsider this. Maybe you should, not do that. Because then it makes us start thinking of like, well, should I or should I not? Do I or do I not do this? Is this a good idea? And you can just either, like, listen to some of the people and actually just, you know, form new ideas that at first you thought were bad ideas, and then actually realize that they were actually a good idea, or something like that. Who knows? It's funky. It's funky. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to be happy. Don't worry. I'll be happy. I'm pretty happy now. Yeah. And it's also another thing too of like looking at social medias and all that. Like Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Pinterest, Reddit, YouTube, stuff like that. It's honestly tiring too, because so much of it feels like it's weird. What I mean by weird is a lot of it feels like it's a competition at this point. Competition of aesthetics, competition of art styles, of validation, of just everything. And it's just kind of tiring. And it's also, like, leads to a lot of drama that doesn't really need to happen, because there's been many times that I've seen, like, people with, like, thousands of followers tag themselves as small creators. Or, like, actual small creators discussing as if they're, like, they have thousands to a million, millions of followers, and it's just, like, it's honestly tiring. Because it's just like, what are we doing? Why, what is coming from these? Because it's just like, oh my goodness, why? Like, when I'm looking at when I'm looking at Pinterest and Instagram and Twitter and Blue Sky and stuff like that, I'm like, I just want to see pretty pictures. But then I come across and it's just like so much drama and stuff like that, or like art theft or AI art drama and stuff like that, and it's just like, why? Or like again with the small creator thing, people with like thousands, like hundreds of thousands of followers saying that they're a small creator and trying to pull that card, and then all of a sudden you see that they have like thousands of millions of followers trying to say like, yeah, they like. And here's the thing, not saying large, like, big creators do not struggle, because they absolutely do. They do struggle. Let's get that out the way. They struggle a lot, but they don't struggle the same way as small creators, or what they're trying to say they struggle with. Like, for a lot of them, like, for, like, some of their sales, quite literally, like, they can get the same amount of money, if not more, in a day than what a small creator could get in, like, a few weeks to a month kind of thing. But it's just, I don't know. It's just weird and just, So I'm just like, no, we're all creators at the end of the day. We're all creators. Big, small, who the heck cares? Just don't come on the medias. Don't come on any of the social medias with a crappy attitude, because the moment you start getting a crappy attitude, that's going to affect your branding. And once you start affecting your branding, that's going to start making your numbers go down. And people will kind of, like, put you on blacklists or stuff like that, or just be like, oh, I don't want to support this person anymore, because that's just, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't take much to not be a crappy human being. It takes way more energy to be spiteful and all, and that's something I don't understand with a lot of people either. The amount of energy it takes to do stuff to purposely piss off people, it's like, you could have used that same energy to just do something nice. Like, for example, like, if, I don't know, like, literally, a lot of the stuff just does not compute in my head. It just doesn't. There's like many things that I just stare at and I'm like, you could have, all that work and effort that you just did, you could have put it to something else. but you chose to do it to piss off someone, all because they disagreed with you, or something like that. And it's just like, my goodness. Why? Why are people like this? I just don't understand. Like, just, yeah. It's like, it's one thing to be angry for a period of time because something happened. It's another thing to always be angry because things aren't going your way. Or because you just want to be angry and shout at people because you get some sort of weird sadistic pleasure from it. It's like, why? Why? Why are you like this? Please. At least bake some cookies and give them to the person and apologize at least once. Like, at least do one good deed instead of constantly telling people that they are horrible. I genuinely can't comprehend. I can't comprehend. Just bleh. A bleh. Duck down. I'm just listening to a lot of Project Sekai songs right now. No! Wow! Swoobat! How dare! How dare you? Okay. No, I'm gonna be done. I am done for today. 12:01. At least we're shiny hunting right now and streaming, so yeah. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do now, so. Till then, bye bye.